Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we have an update on 525th Avenue in Midtown Manhattan. This is going to be the latest, the newest Supertall in New York City, and it has just topped out less than a month ago and is the now the latest Supertall to be constructed in New York City, as it has topped out. So this building is 1,002 feet tall. It is about excuse me, it is about 88 stories tall, 415,000 square feet, and will have 100 condominiums. So that's kind of what you have going on in this building. So the last update, I did have a video about this back in 4 months ago or so, and at that point it was about 70% constructed height-wise, and it has now topped out since then. So we do have an update on this building. Like I said, I try to make some updates on these buildings whenever I first talk about them, whenever they either get, or obviously if they get canceled, but if they get delayed, if they get topped out, if they get finished, I like to have an update on it just to keep everyone up to speed on the latest news of these larger projects, especially these larger ones, the super talls in particular. But yeah, we can take a look at a few of these if you haven't seen it before, if you didn't watch the video before. But yeah, like I said, it has topped out. It is expected to finish construction around next year, I do believe. I believe next year or so is when it is supposed to complete construction. So we can take a look at a few of these renderings and kind of talk about this building a little bit, and kind of the way it's, the facade and stuff like that, because I'm a really big fan of the facade on this building. It's very nice looking. I think it will age extremely well. It's got a modern look to it, but it also fits in very well with buildings like the Empire State Building and the other older buildings in Manhattan. It just mixes really well. I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty timeless building in my opinion. But yeah, this is actually supposed to be completed in 2026. That is the opening date for the building. So that is the plan for that. So yeah, we have topped out, of course, like I said, but there still is plenty of construction to do on the inside and finishing the facade. So we can kind of look at the facade here. And like I said, I really am a big fan of this facade. It's just, it fits in so well. It has such a good look, in my opinion. If you have seen any actual photos of it, you know what I'm talking about. Especially, I think it looks even better in photos than the renderings. I don't want to show any actual photos because of copyright issues. Of course, I don't want to be stealing someone's photo of this building or anything like that. But if you want to go online, look them up, you can tell it looks good. It looks good. So, here's a few more shots of it. Now, interestingly enough, just a funny thing about this is it says the lowest priced condominium in this is only 1.7 million for about 1,000 square foot apartment. Low key, that's kind of cheap. I'm not gonna lie. For a luxury building like this, a luxury super tall apartment building in New York City starting at 1.7 million is, well, that sounds like a lot of money. For a building like this, that is not a lot of money. That is actually pretty cheap. So pretty interesting. Obviously, there are going to be more expensive ones in here because again, there's only 100 condominiums in this building. So you can do the math to see if it's profitable or not. But obviously, we don't know the prices of everything quite yet. But yeah, you could do the math. Obviously, if they were all 1.7 million, that would not work at all. But of course, there are much more expensive rooms or apartments in this building. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, that was just a little update here on 525th Avenue in New York City. So yeah.